now that we've made sales, we've received payments, and we're in the swing of things, I want to show you how you make updates to certain sections of your account. So firstly, which we did touch on during the settings setup, is if you want to update any settings, you can go to Manage Profile. If you would like to, you can toggle your addresses on and off and just be aware of those implications. You can add new addresses and just ensure you capture everything accurately. You can change your login details by editing and inputting your new email address. You can change your primary contact account. You can go and add more users. You can change your calendar settings. You can go to your business details. You can edit and you can change your VAT number. So review the first video if you would like to understand how to update your settings. Another big thing to update is your My Listings page. So if you would like to update your pricing in bulk using an Excel sheet, or if you'd like to do it line by line, if you want to do it line by line, you can just click on the edit icon and you can reduce the price manually and click apply and you can see it updates. Or you can do it in bulk. To do it in bulk, what you would need to do is you would need to you can request a download and request a listing file. What this will do is it'll generate an Excel file with all your listings that are in the state that you're in the active state of My Listings. Once it's ready to download, you can download it, and basically it's an Excel sheet with all your listings, and you can actually update any listing information in this sheet. So if we just give it a second and wait for it to open, and just ignore these things, just say click more details, edit anyway. So this is an Excel sheet with, you've got your product title and it's got all the listing information. So it's got the status. Anything in blue is something that you can update. So you've got the listing status, the base price, which is your maximum retail price. You've got your selling price. You've got your fulfillment method, which is obviously only by seller for now. Your stock, it says there, just ignore the stock count one. You can update your pick pack SLA. You can update your dimensions if they were incorrect. So there's a whole lot of things that you can update, either in blue or some of the ones in orange. You must just ignore the ones where it says ignore, obviously. So if we, for example, just wanted to update this pricing, so I've got it as 4,999. I'm going to update it to 4,998. So that is 998. So let's just try this as an example. Once again, you don't edit the name of the sheet. You can just save it as is. But I could also update the DIMs. I could update the status and things like that. You can click save. And let's go. And then we would basically just go and re-upload it. So we go click on the upload button. And we click on the latest file. And we upload. And this, once it's successfully done, should change the pricing. And if we just refresh, I can see it is not in the right place, but it was the Apple AirPods. And there we go. As you can see, the Apple AirPods has now changed to 49,000. Obviously, these are just fake prices. They're not actually live and selling to customers. But that's how you would update the price in bulk. And you could update the status. You could update, any of the edit listing information, which is available here. Doing it through that Excel sheet is just the same way as doing it in bulk. If you want to do it line by line, as I've just shown you here, you can go to edit listing and you can update these details here. So you can update your pickback SLA. If it's on 3 days and you're knocking it out the park and you want to change it to 2 days, you can do that. And any other information, you can change the price. Remember, the selling price can't be higher than the base price, but you can update that information and click submit here. So that's how you update a lot of the information about your product, the status, the price, and all these kind of things. If you want to actually review and you want to enhance the product information, what you can do is if you can go click on the 3 dots next to the product and then click edit catalog. What you'll see, it takes you back to that create a product page. So what you can do here is you can go make edits. So for example, if you want to go add more photos, or if you want to improve the quality of the photos. Obviously, if there's tweaks, if you need to fix some errors here, you're able to do that. But if you are tweaking with the product information, then it needs to go back to QC because you're actually fiddling with the information. So you can't change what the product is because then you must create a new product. But if you're trying to correct an error or something like that, you're able to do it. If it's grayed out, it means you can't change it. You will need to then message sellers at macro and be very clear about which product that you want to change and which attribute you want to change and what you want to change it to. But just be wary again. If you are wanting to change something, you can't be fundamentally changing what the product is. If you're making a correction, it's you either enhancing it by adding a better photo, or if you wanted to add additional information, you can do that. But if you're fundamentally changing anything, it will go to QC and they will likely pick it up. And it's also just not best practice anyway. So that is how you are able to enhance your catalog information or try to make changes. And I think that's pretty much all the updates that you would need to make. You would obviously update your inventory, which we went through on the inventory information. If you'd like to, you can edit one by one, or you can do it in bulk. And just be wary of the locations. And we've shown you how you can update your location settings as well. So that is largely what you'll be needing to update and change while you are selling on macro. And yeah, if you have any queries about other settings that you would need to change, you can always send a ticket to sellers at macro to get help there.